Every father hopes for a child prodigy, the next great physicist or musician or artist or athlete or scholar. And I suspect my dad was no different. But, smart man that he is, my dad realized early on that my ticket to success would take me on a different train. It was pretty clear that I wasn't going to win a Nobel Prize for physics, paint any modern masterpieces, write any critically acclaimed concertos, or make it as an infielder in the major leagues. But he saw the glimmer of another gift in me, and that's why he picked out the book he put in my hands during my early teens. That's when the other boys had growth spurts that I didn't. That's when the testing my parents had done confirmed I had a learning disability, and that I trailed my peers in such areas as reading comprehension by as much as 2 years. Reality whispered a message into my dad's kind ears. My father, the school teacher, knew what lessons I most needed to learn, and they had little to do with conjugating verbs or solving complex mathematical problems or memorizing historic dates. "Son," he told me, "your mother is going to insist that you read one book, the Bible, and I'm going to ask that you read this one." And with that, he handed me a copy of How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I was in college before the experts accurately diagnosed my disability as dyslexia. As a result, reading any book in junior high made my head spin. I doubt I read more than 3 or 4 books before I graduated from high school. But because it was a gift and a request from my father, I read this one cover to cover. The quick-hit principles and insights in Dale Carnegie's classic self-help book gave me exactly what I needed as I pressed on through high school, encountering hurdle after hurdle along the academic track. The book provided a roadmap that eventually took me to levels of success I never would have envisioned. But to understand the importance of Carnegie's book in my life, you need to understand where I came from and a few of the relationships that shaped me. My journey, in academics, in business, and in life, took some interesting, non-traditional, and, quite frankly, painful twists and turns. I struggled with, and still struggle with, many of the things most people say are essential for success: readin', writin', and arithmetic, for starters. But I learned at an early age how to leverage my strengths and overcome my weaknesses. I learned the value of a 4th R, relationships. I not only learned the art of winning friends and influencing people, but of mastering relationships, personally and professionally. This book is about creating those kinds of relationships, the kind that can change your life, change your organization, and change your world. Because business is about relationships, success is about relationships, leadership is about relationships, life is about relationships. The village of Suffern, New York, sits peacefully near the base of the Ramapo Mountains, just 26 miles northwest of New York City. The 11,000 or so residents form a community within a patchwork of other tight-knit towns and villages, where a mix of blue-collar workers and big city commuters represent the best of colonial heritage and urban grit. My parents raised me there on a steady diet of traditional family values that placed high importance on serving others, and a great emphasis on hard work and education. The serving and hard work came easily. The education, however, was another matter. Nothing melted my spirits faster, like hot asphalt on an August day. I feared being called stupid by my teachers and classmates, because I believed that was what my grades indicated. I failed classes outright, or passed by the skin of my teeth, only to fail the end-of-year standardized tests and have to attend summer school to make up the credit, all while working on my homework and studies as hard as, and usually harder than, the other kids I knew. My self-confidence took a beating. The more embarrassed I became by my grades, the more I tried to compensate by achieving things in non-academic areas, participating in athletics, running for student government, earning Eagle Scout honors. In much the same way as a blind person experiences sensory compensation, I seemed to make up for my academic limitations with a heightened ability to communicate with and connect to other people.